Welcome to KwaZulu-Natal. We are in KwaDukuza, just in kwaMaphumulo area, where the young farmer in KwaZulu-Natal, Mhlengi Ngcobo, is with us here. He just received an award for being the young farmer in the area. Basically, he will briefly tell us about his journey in farming, because we understand that he's a self-taught farmer in this area. Thank you very much, Mhlengi, for your time. Briefly, we do see that you've won yourself an award. Tell us more about this award.
The award that I've won is from KwaZulu-Natal Youth Business Award for the category in social entrepreneurship. I was awarded for the work that I do for the communities in underprivileged communities and also informal settlements, whereby I train youth and women coming from these communities based on agricultural skills, so that we can curb the high rising number of unemployment rate, substance abuse, crime, and also teenage pregnancy, and also another issue which is we are facing, whereby we have a rising number of dropout in high school due to financial issues or due to substance abuse.
Mhlengi, tell us more about yourself now. We understand that you are the farmer, but how did it come about for you to become a farmer?
Honestly, I've never imagined or I've never seen myself as a commercial or a farmer in my growing life, or I've never seen this as a career for me. But unfortunately, after I completed my national diploma in business management, I couldn't find any job opportunities. So, and also it was also something that was, it was also an idea that was said to me by my specialist as I was going through some psychological issues at that particular time, that I should look into doing farming, as it is said that it's very therapeutic, only to find that I grew passion for it from there, and I started doing research, started doing more, finding out more opportunities within the sector, and then here I am today.
You're telling us more about that it was suggested by your therapist. Will you say that your therapist basically played a big role in you becoming a farmer that is not trained?
Yes, I would say my therapist did play a major role in me in understanding or seeing agriculture at a different perspective. But all in all, it did lie in what I was looking to invest in myself or in my project. The time I've invested doing research, as I've mentioned, I'm a self-taught farmer, so it has been a bumpy ride trying to find my feet in the industry, trying to understand that agriculture is not just made up of the seed and the soil, but it's broad, and understanding the new techniques or the new farming techniques that are being introduced now as well, being introduced to the fourth industrial revolution. But it has been an educational, fun, informative journey for me.
Mhlengi, you also tell us that you suffered from depression. Was this depression as a result of you being unemployed?
Before me being unemployed or completing my tertiary qualification, I had some psychological issues at that particular moment. But what made the situation to escalate to that point where I was admitted several times to psychiatric hospital was me seeing that I've completed my qualification, but there are no job opportunities for me to change my financial issues or my family state at that particular moment. So that did add up to my situation and made it more worse.
Mhlengi, we also see the numbers of youth unemployment growing in the country. Can you basically tell us more about this issue, and how are you what can you advise in relation to that?
Unfortunately, it's something that requires not an individual to change the high rising number of unemployment in South Africa. We do understand that we are facing the pandemic, and the pandemic has been with us for close to 2 years now. As young, innovative, and also capable youth, we should be thinking out of the box that it is not, and we also understanding that our world is gradually shifting from degrees or qualification. Now it's a matter of what you can put in the table. That is why I'm emphasizing that even if you do have a particular qualification, roll your sleeves up, put your qualification on the side, hustle. Let's start businesses, let's revive township economy, let's revive underprivileged economy, because I feel like most of us are all into looking for opportunities in the big cities, and we are leaving raw minerals in the underprivileged communities. That is why I've chose to utilize land that was never used for centuries in my home home community in kwaMaphumulo, that the land that has managed to create employment for myself, opportunities for myself, and also opportunity for others through employment, and also through empowering and developing them through skills development.
How many people are you employed in your farms?
Currently at the moment, I've got 15 permanent staff, and I've got also seasonal employees depending on the amount of work we have at that particular time.
You also tell us more about the development that you also deals with developing and training youth. How many have you trained and how many are you mentoring?
From the self-funded projects which I've started in the year 2020 till date, I've trained over 250 youth based on plant production and also hydroponic systems. But I can assure you that 37 of those youth, which is dominated by women or young women, are now supplying formal market, which means that they are farming quality food, and they are able to compete with other big farmers, or they are able to compete in big market.
A message maybe to a young person that is sitting at home unemployed, graduated, what can you say?
A message that I can say to a person who is young, just like myself, sitting at home, who is a graduate, hoping that one day they could get employment or they could get opportunities. We are at a point whereby young people, the government or our economy is going to fail into absorbing us, or into absorbing all of us into creating job opportunities or any opportunities. But we are at a stage whereby we can create our own opportunities, but by utilizing the skills or the information that we have acquired from tertiary institutions. If, for an example, you have studied a particular skill, maybe for an electrical engineer, you don't have to necessarily wait for an employment. You can always start your own company and start assisting people who are facing electrical issues in your neighborhoods to be able to generate an income and live a sustainable life.
Thank you very much, Mhlengi, for your time.
Yes, thank you.
That was Mhlengi Ngcobo from kwaMaphumulo in KwaDukuza, briefing us about the way forward. He was unemployed and he started a backyard garden that today have grown into a farm that is about 120 hectares in KwaZulu-Natal, where he plants vegetables and also sugarcane. Back to you in studio.